Nnamdi Kanu has shocked everyone again with this new move, a move that has gotten the whole country talking. At first, many people following his case were fearful the moment he took over his own case defense last Thursday. He has suddenly sacked his entire legal team. Lawyers many believe were among the best minds that could defend him. So, when he said he would represent himself, a lot of people thought that was the end, that he might have just made the biggest mistake of his life. But today, Kanu surprised everyone in court. He proved his boldness and confidence as he completely abandoned his former strategy of bringing witnesses to defend his innocence and introduced a new legal strategy that left the courtroom silent and the public divided. So in this video, we will break down exactly what went down in court today, what this new move really means, and the hidden implication it could have on his future. Stay connected to the end, and if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the good time to do so. Today in court, Nnamdi Kanu stood up and said these powerful words: "Join me in praising God. I have gone through my case file and there is no charge against me. There is no existing law in this country upon which the prosecution can predict these charges. If there is any, let my Lord read it out to me. So I should not enter any defense in a charge that does not exist under any law in Nigeria. I urge you to release me today and grant me bail." The courtroom went dead silent because nobody expected that from him. His point was simple but deep. He was saying, you cannot adopt a man, bring him before a court and then claim you have evidence he committed a crime when that very process is illegal. To him, any evidence obtained through illegality cannot stand before justice. Now, remember the Supreme Court had already ruled in December 2023 that there is no Nigerian law preventing the use of illegally obtained evidence in trying a defendant. That ruling overturned the Court of Appeal's decision that once freed Kanu in 2022, and that's the foundation of this case continue at the Federal High Court today. But Kanu is challenging that logic head-on. Is asking the court to show the specific criminal law that supports his trial and to explain under what jurisdiction it can try a man who was brought back to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, which simply means adopting a suspect from another country without going through legal extradition procedures. And that is what makes today's move so dramatic. It's not arguing fact anymore, it's attacking the legality of the entire process itself. Right now, many Nigerians now see Kanu decision as proof of his brilliance. Some believe no one is even advising him, that he may be more knowledgeable than the lawyer he dismissed. Others says this is exactly why he took over the case, because his lawyer were too cautious, afraid to challenge power directly. In court today, Kanu looked calm but determined. He stood firmly on his belief that this case is not worth defending, that the whole trial itself is void. But here is where it gets interesting and risky. Most people are celebrating his courage, but not enough are talking about the possible consequence. By refusing to open his defense, Kanu is essentially taking a high-risk gamble. If the prosecution fails to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt, then this could turn out to be a brilliant legal strategy, because it puts the prosecutors in a tough position. They can't face the loopholes in their evidence, and Kanu won't need to call witnesses at all. He can simply address the witnesses in his written address later on. But if the prosecution manages to confuse the judge, then everything flips, because his decision not to defend himself leaves much of the prosecution evidence unchallenged. The judge even cautioned him today, advising him to consult criminal law experts about the risk of his part. Skipping defense means relying only on the idea that the prosecution didn't prove the case. It is bold but dangerous, because Nigerian courts often lean towards cases that have at least been defended, not abandoned. So in simple terms, Kanu does not have to prove his innocence. The law says the prosecution must prove guilt, but by not defending at all, is allowing the judge to decide purely based on the strength or weakness of his prosecution case. If the evidence is shaky, it could walk free. But if he stands, this move could backfire heavily. Still, this shows a man who no longer wants to play safe after spending many years in detention. Perhaps he feels he has nothing more to lose, and that speaking his truth is all that matters now. Whatever side you are on, one thing is clear: Nnamdi Kanu has changed the rhythm of this trial. It turned the courtroom into a battleground not just law but of conviction, faith and courage. Some says this is a sign that the Biafra spirit truly took over the courtroom today. Others believe it is just another chapter in a long and unpredictable legal drama. So what do you think? Is Kanu playing a smart game or taking the biggest risk of his life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more exclusive updates right here on Fem TV, where we tell you the story that shake the nation. Thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one.